is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Friday, y'all.
Woo!
February 19th.
We made it.
I tried it again and I got it out. I'm Jeff here with my friends Brandon and Stephanie. How you guys feeling?
I'm good. Do you not think this year is so strange because we're nearly in March, but Valentine's Day seems like it was forever ago?
Yeah, I forgot about it like years ago.
Yeah. I feel like time is just weird right now.
I feel like you sitting there all comfy with some hot chocolate is a little weird.
It's actually peppermint tea.
Oh, okay.
Me too, Steph. I got some tea now. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. It's very fitting for our first story.
I gave up coffee, so now I'm drinking tea. And speaking of tea, let's spill some because it's official.
There you go.
Meghan and Harry are no longer royals. Buckingham Palace confirmed today that the couple will no longer serve as working members of the royal family. So Buckingham Palace said everyone is saddened by their decision, but the Duke and Duchess are still very much loved by the royals. In a statement of their own, Meghan and Harry said they will continue to support their charities despite not having ties to the royal family, adding, quote, service is universal. Now, Steph, you're our expert here.
Yes, you are.
First question right off the bat, are they still the Duke and Duchess of Sussex? Is that still a proper title?
Yes, they are.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Of course, it's a bit confusing. So what they've actually given up is the first part, which was HRH, which means His Royal Highness or Her Royal Highness. So when they walk into the room, you know, and they're announced, it'll just be Duke of Sussex. So that will be forever. That will pass down to their children. It's an entitlement to a part of land which is within the UK. It's nothing to do with their royal titles and duties.
Okay.
And this has come after 12 months of a kind of a trial that they discussed with Queen Elizabeth II. And she kind of said, right, have these 12 months, go see what it's like to, you know, be in LA and whatever else, you know, take your time. But she's not a halfway house, and she put her foot down saying, make a decision once and for all. And they chose to leave.
So it came from the Queen.
Well, she gave them a time limit on this.
Right.
She gave them a year.
Her, right?
It's been a year?
It's been a year, yeah. And I mean, I'm really sad because...
Okay, so you do represent some of the people back from the UK that's sad or maybe outraged?
I feel really sad that it's come to this, and I feel like, you know, for me, Harry and Meghan were like hope of refreshing the royals. Meghan being a biracial American actress was like such a breath of fresh air for us in the UK, and we all just adore Harry, who sits in line for the throne. Like he hates the cameras, he hates the lack of privacy. He has ever since he was a young child when Diana
not the best place for him.
Well, this is the debate we have, because it's like you hate being hounded by the paparazzi and you hate that all of that entails, yet you've signed a $100 million deal with Netflix and Spotify, and then
you got to go do public appearances and promote the show, and things like that.
But I think it's a lot less strict than the life they've lived before.
All right.
Well, I guess we wish them luck, right? LA's a seductress. Once you get there, it's hard to get out. It's hard to get out. All right. We've been there. Michael B. Jordan isn't holding back when it comes to his relationship with his girl, with his boo. The actor recently posted these photos on Instagram with his boo, Lori Harvey, and wrote, "I love you, babe," in the captions. Yeah, that's right. Earlier this week, we told you about Michael B. Jordan's over-the-top Valentine's, where he rented out an aquarium, had a high-end chef from Nobu prepare a seafood dinner. The couple went public with their relationship last month. So this has us asking the question, is Michael B. Jordan a simp? Now stick around for this. If you're not familiar with the term, the word is being used on Instagram and TikTok posts. So according to Urban Dictionary, a simp, S-I-M-P, is a person, typically a guy, who does way too much for the person they like and is desperate for their attention. Brandon's got his jaw on the table.
It's just so funny because like everyone thinks this is some new term, but we've been saying that back since I was in like third grade or whatever.
Didn't know that.
Like
I've never
a
heard
simp,
of it.
like a guy who just absolutely does too much. But here's the thing. Here's my advice to Michael B. Jordan, and then I'm gonna give him props at the same time because remember the end of 2019 when I was saying I love you and I brought the one woman home to meet the parents and all that didn't work out. So Michael B. Jordan, I hope he knows that that's his woman, that's his queen. But here's why I think he knows, because we've never publicly we've never talked about any public romances when it comes to Michael B. Jordan. He's never come out and said I love you publicly to anyone that we know about. So for him to do that, that means that he thinks that he's found his queen. He sees some sort of qualities in her to where he thinks this is not going to be just some sort of Hollywood romance where it'd be over in 3 months, 3 years. But I think he's thinking long haul when it comes to this. So
something just popped in my mind. Do you think Michael B. Jordan's trying to get ahead of it? Because we've done plenty of stories about Lori dating other men, right? So I think whoever she dates is kind of in the spotlight. So regardless of what Michael B. Jordan did, did, he was going to be in the spotlight either way. We were going to talk about him. So maybe he jumped ahead.
So he took the Russell Wilson approach. Because remember, Sierra, people were talking about Sierra. Oh, she used to be with Future. She has a kid with Future. And the bad boys from the past. But now she's with Russell Wilson. And, I mean, you just look at not only her image, you just look at her energy. She seems so happy. So I think Michael B. Jordan is taking the Russell Wilson approach where it's like, I'm not even going to engage in all that stupid slander that you guys are talking about because that's young boy talk. I'm operating as a man, and I'm telling you guys, I love my queen. You can take it however you want to take it from there, but the man has spoken.
Steph, let me ask you this. Michael B. Jordan, when I think of Michael B. Jordan, I think it is buff guy who's like just on top of the world in Hollywood and in his life and his career and who he is.
Oh, that's true.
Does this, now he's being called a simp. This is the first time I ever heard that. That doesn't sound like the best term. We just described what it was.
Yeah.
But he's kind of got portraying, or at least he's got a different kind of energy about him now. Do you feel that, or is that just me?
I think this is a dude thing.
Is it? Like, so I'm not looking at this wrong?
I think, you know, I think it's amazing that, like, this guy that is, like, a man's man, you know, that's seen as, like, you know, a lad, is showing to the world, you know, if you, as a man, if you really love someone, if this is your person, as Brenda says, if this is your queen, you know, I'm gonna treat her like literally like a princess, and I don't care what anyone says because she's on a pedestal. And I love her. And also, I know everyone's like, oh yeah, it's only been like a month since they came public. We don't know how long they were dating or talking behind the scenes. We don't know any of that.
Wow. Yeah, because they were spotted back in November, but
I think a signed copy of People's Person of the Year magazine would just be enough. You know what I mean? 1 month.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Come on.
I'm Killmonger.
Hey,
we're working on Black Panther 2.
I'll give you a little look later. Got some abs up here. All right. We took different routes on that one. Coming up on DBL, our series Nighttime Soap Stars, Where Are They Now? Continues. Joan Van Ark is revealing her popular run on Knots Landing and telling us how she's making it through the pandemic. And skinny jeans, are they in or are they out? Stephanie gives us the skinny next in Fashion Fix Friday.
Closed captioning provided by
to DBL. I'm Stephanie Jones with the hottest style and beauty news to kick off your weekend. We're giving a shout out to this up-and-coming model, but who's a famous mum? Plus, the trend's top stylists say it's time to leave behind forever. Get ready for Fashion Fix Friday. But first, hear ye, hear ye. A new trend is sweeping kingdoms all across the land. And can you blame it on the new hit show Bridgerton? Or the beloved version of Cinderella featuring Brandy heading to Disney+. Well, royally inspired headwear is now the latest fad. And I'm talking about regal headbands that remind us of tiaras. You can find them in romantic floral patterns or dainty gold and silver pieces. And you don't need a crown now to feel like a queen. But don't worry, we'll leave uncomfortable corsets well in the past. Next, I'm giving a big shout out to Lourdes Leon for becoming the new face of Marc Jacobs' spring campaign. Now, this young model might not be familiar to you, but I tell you what, a famous mum surely is. It's the material girl herself, Madonna. Now, Madonna and Marc Jacobs have got a long history of working together, so it looks like this fashion partnership is now a family affair. Finally, we've talked about new trends, but now it's time to have a hard discussion. Old styles that we need to retire. So according to whowhatwear.com, there are 3 items of clothing that are now out of style. Starting with skinny pants. And I mean, trust me, this one hurts me the most because I literally live in skinny jeans. I mean, seriously, I don't even know what I'm gonna wear now. And they say to swap your tight-fitting trousers in for wide leg and looser fitting pants. Okay, next, bye-bye beige. Head-to-toe neutrals are out. But if you like matching all of your clothes, no worries. Stylists say the colour to match in 2021 is bubblegum pink. And last but not least, graphic t-shirts. They might have helped us advertise our favourite rock and roll bands to the world, but apparently they now advertise nothing but out of style. So skip the graphic t-shirts for shirts that make a statement in another way, like a bold pattern or one with different textures. That's it for Fashion Fix Friday. Daily Blast Live will be back right after this.
Welcome back to DBL. It takes a special kind of leading lady to turn a spin-off into a smash hit. That's exactly what Joan Van Ark did with Knots Landing. And earlier, we caught up with Joan in another edition of our series Nighttime Soap Stars. Where are they now?
Don't you ever threaten my children. You hear me? You understand?
I had no intention of seeing your children.
It's not true.
And I most certainly did not threaten them.
Don't tell Mommy.
It was an accident.
It's our secret.
So I told them not to tell you.
That's not true.
It is. I didn't even know they were there.
Lying, Jill, just like you've always lied.
Joy, call the police, please.
Ooh, she is fierce. Welcome, Joan Van Art.
Yes.
Look at you.
Boy, she's ready to rock and roll. My God, don't mess with Valine.
You absolutely
No
don't mess. And Joan, first of all, you look fantastic, okay? This pandemic has been challenging for us in a lot of ways, but I heard from one of our producers that you losing your hair and makeup team was actually tougher than you expected, and I'm right there with you.
Hello there, but you all look killer. You always do. All the guys, the girls.
Oh, thank you.
All y'all look great. But yeah, it is loving hands at home is what I call it. And that doesn't work for divas. Heal me a grade. I need hair department, makeup department, set, which is what you have to do at home, the wardrobe, all of it. Every single category is do-it-yourself, loving hands at home. I'm not loving this a lot.
She's a true star, a true star.
I love it.
Please. Oh, please.
So, Joan, we just played that clip of you, which is a pretty good synopsis of your character on Knots Landing. Did you like having those crazy storylines, having to cry, having to get upset, having to be angry with a pair of scissors in your hands?
The only man, or well, a person that hated me was the guy at the gate as I'd come through to go to work at 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, because I would be halfway in drag but not in full drag and ready to go. But the clips you showed were wonderfully strong for Valine, and I think the more problems that you had storyline wise and the more obstacles and the more challenges, the better it was for both the actress and the character.
All right. Now, Joan, I have to ask you this because we've been together almost 4 years now. We caught up with your co-star, Michelle Lee, earlier this week, and you guys were together for 14 seasons. So you need to tell our audience and our panel, how did you not get sick of each other?
We didn't actually. We got closer and closer because we went through weddings and funerals and, Christmases and all the actors putting together a fund to buy hams for the crew at Christmas time. So, I mean, there was a family, because it's my theory, and that's NCIS, I bet, for sure, with Mark Harmon at the helm. But I think it's that they are personalities that really blend and become a family. And a show can't go for 14 years as Knots did, or as NCIS, which seems to be going, interplanetary, a bazillion seasons, that you can't do that unless there is a genuine connection, like fingers on two hands, where we help each other and we've got each other's back. Otherwise, the show breaks apart sooner than 14 years.
So well said.
That is incredibly
That's
true.
us.
Yes.
We are family here.
I know, and I see that, by the way, because I saw a couple clips, and you do have that synergy, and there's nothing like it. You can't be defeated. It's the same thing. I always partner acting with sports, football, especially basketball. It's you got to trust one another and know that when one might stumble or need a little help, the other one steps right in and fills the blank, and you continue. And that's so important.
It is.
Joan, I didn't know how to get a little motivational speech today. I love
She's
it.
good. Joan, we actually have another clip here, and it's a scene you share with someone who at the time no one knew who it was. So let's play it and see if we recognize who this is.
All right, Mama, don't worry. I'll be sure.
Lily Mae Clemens?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Clemens.
Oh, well, then you would be my aunt. I'm Joshua Rush. Well, I'm sorry I didn't call first. This was sort of a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Ooh, it's Alec Baldwin in one of his earliest roles. Joan, tell us what that was like. Did you know that he was going to become a huge star?
Wait a minute. First of all, just now seeing that clip, which I've never seen, gave me chills. Alec had it from the moment he stepped in. I didn't remember that he stepped in the front door because I remember a scene. The scene moved into the living room, and I hid behind the couch because I was supposed to exit the scene. And I listened to the rest of the scene with the one and only great Julie Harris, who played my mother. Oh my God! This makes me verklempt. This makes me verklempt. I'm telling you, no. But I knew, and I marched right up to David Jacobs' office, the writer, producer, creator of both Dallas and Knots Landing. And I walked up there and I said, "Where did you find this one? He is incredible.
Wow.
He is special." I knew that. I mean, and you see that with him, just that face come through the door. And I am connected with him still. He helped me start the Julie Harris Scholarship at Yale School of Drama, which I attended. The second person after Julie to attend Yale graduate drama school right out of high school. So I was connected with Julie in that way, and it turns out serendipity. She was cast as my mother, and then in walks Alec Gorgeous Baldwin.
Fantastic. I love it.
I know. Val's life was complete.
I wish that we could have you on. I wish that you could just join us on the panel, because I feel like you
soon. We're going to put that in the universe.
Absolutely.
This Corona thing will be over soon.
Thank you so much for being here.
Well, if you ever have guest hosts, I'm there. I'm for you. I'm there.
Okay,
no,
producers.
I mean with you.
Awesome. We will work on that. Thank you, Joan. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. The pandemic has made many of us hit the road instead of fly, but you may be wondering if your car is too old to make that trip. We're chatting about it in today's DBL Drive, sponsored by CarShield. The good news is it doesn't matter how old your car is as long as you've been making sure it's up to date on maintenance. Very important. Something else to look out for is mileage. It can indicate when the car needs any major repairs. On the other hand, if you are always having to fix or replace something, you may want to reconsider taking it on a long drive. For peace of mind, get an auto protection plan with CarShield. CarShield protects their members from the high cost of auto repairs. Call 1-800-505-9619 for a free quote.
That's why we see so many like restored vehicles on still driving now, like the old Camaros and all. I thought that once your car got old, it was pretty much done, but if you just keep the maintenance up with the parts, that means
especially like the
awesome.
older cars.
Yeah.
My dream, man, is like to get like a Winnebago, an Airstream, and just like cruise all around. Yeah, that'd be the best. I'd love just to go see America, go see Canada, go fish. I think that's cool. No,
that would be really cool.
No takers?
No, Erica, our co-host Erica Cobb's brother is doing that kind of thing too, and he's taking his family and touring all of America and visiting people and stopping off at loads of places on the way. It's
so
beautiful.
You said Jeff stole his idea? That's what you said?
No, I think a lot of people are doing that.
I think it's like living the dream, yeah.
All right, well, have a good weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Monday, same time, same place.
DBL